Good morning. A lot of people have been asking why I've waited so long to come forward with my story. So I thought I would just go ahead and answer it and put it out there for everyone. Um, Growing up with my parents, a lot of people knew them as kind, loving people, but when they were at home in the privacy of their own home, they were not. Um, They fought constantly, and it got physical. Things got thrown, things got broken, there was cussing. To this day, I can cuss you out in German. It's the only thing I can say in German, but I can cuss you out in German. Um, we had different kinds of abuses. Mine was more just the sexual abuse. I was beaten on several occasions, but not nearly like Danny. Um, Danny was beaten to the point where he wasn't allowed to go out in public. He couldn't walk. Um, and I was terrified of that happening to me. Um, Danny and I were both little, very tiny kids. Dad was a very large man. He had a temper, and I didn't want that wrath upon me. So I did anything and everything I could to not get beat. Um, so when this came out, and I was gonna get, it came out 5 days before I was to get married at 19, to the current pastor. Now, it came out before, but this was the first time that this pastor had known about it. And yeah, he looked at my dad and said, "Can you promise not to cause a scene at this wedding? Can you just stay away?" And of course, Dad said, "No, I can't promise that." So then I was told, "Well, I can't marry you. You're just going to have to cancel the wedding." 5 days before. So Dad kicked me out, told me I had to get out of the house before Mom got home from work. Uh, my fiance and I got as much as stuff as we could, got out of the house, went to city hall, and got married. As I stood there and bawled my eyes out, and then left town because he wouldn't leave us alone. He was stalking us. He kicked us out, but was stalking us. I was absolutely terrified of this man up until about a year ago. Um, I don't know. I just always have been afraid of him, and I've seen how he treats my mom to this day, and I don't like it. And I've gotten into arguing matches with him over that. And he gets in my face. He almost hit my husband just a year ago. Came flying off the front porch, had his fist up, and got, I mean, right up to his nose. So I was terrified. That's the only excuse I have. And I hate it. I wish I wouldn't have been. I wish I could have come out sooner. But to be honest, I'm only doing this now because I feel like he's still doing it. I feel like what's happening with the Schaffners at the house I grew up in is connected to him. I didn't understand why they never kicked these people out of the house. They complain about them all the time. They won't pay their rent. They won't pay on time. They won't pay the full rent. They're breaking things. They're breaking the septic system. They're breaking blah, blah, blah. So why not kick them out? I never understood that. And then now this has happened and things are clicking for me. Um, I've had people come forward and tell me, yes, I was a victim. But there again, they are same age as me, past the statute of limitations. I know there's other victims, and I know there's victims out there that are still within the statute. Um, they always say to me, "Mom and Dad, why can't you just forgive and forget? We said we're sorry." Well, sorry means you won't do it again. And he just keeps doing it over and over and over and over. And he's admitted it. I mean, as recently as just this past December, well, not December, probably June, July, anyway, to my aunt that just passed away in December. He told her that there were several from our neighborhood and from the church. So I know there's other victims out there. And that's why I'm doing this, because the man needs to be stopped. He's ruined enough lives. He needs to be stopped. And he needs to pay for what he's done to so many, not just me. If it was just me, I wouldn't be doing this. I'm doing this for other people, for the other victims, because I know how they feel. I know how long it took me to finally feel normal and not feel ashamed. So I don't want that for them. I want them to get the help that they need and see justice done for them. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions, just get a hold of me. Have a great day, everyone.